I'm ready for lithium. Not the stuff that you drink makes you happy or keeps you stable or whatever this thing. I'm ready for some really good power in my trailer and my motorhome because I want it to charge fast. I want it to give me enough power to keep going. And I understand it's a little more expensive, but is it a viable option? Can we put those things in our motorhomes, JC?
You know what? We're getting close. Down in the States, in the warmer climates, lithium is perfect. More power storage out of the same footprint. It's ideal. The lithium is ideal. The drawback to lithium is coming into colder climates. Now, lithium, like on your cell phone, once it gets to a certain temperature, most lithium batteries is 10 degrees Celsius. Once we get below that, the battery has to turn itself off to protect it.
I've seen that they put that into the controllers actually, and I say that some of them are to have temperature controllers in them, and I thought that's to keep them warm, to keep them from shutting down, but it's not. They shut them off.
You bet, because a lithium battery cannot take a charge or discharge below 10 degrees Celsius. They become unstable. So as Canadians, heck, we're below 10 overnight in July. It's tough. It's really tough for us. That's why Bucars has hesitated on the lithium. They are getting closer. The technology is advancing so fast. They just aren't quite there yet. What we really like here is we fully embrace the AGM, absorbed glass mat battery. Flooded batteries, that technology's been around forever. Yes, it works. It has its quirks. You got to work with it. But AGM is just a little bit easier for the RVer. Zero maintenance, and they have much lower freezing point. So in the cooler shoulder season, you don't have to worry about your batteries freezing when they're discharged.
The reason why I would get an AGM would be what?
For me, zero maintenance. You never have to worry about topping it up. You can't mess up your own battery. And for me especially, I do a lot of winter usage. I do a lot of shoulder season. Having it not freeze till below -50 is a big plus for me. I'm not pulling my batteries on and off near as often.
But when it gets to winter and you're not using them, you should still take them out. You should still store them.
That is always Bucars' answer. Pull your batteries out, have them in the garage, charge them. You can keep an eye on them.
Cost-wise, what are we talking here?
AGMs used to be a very expensive battery. Now we're only talking about maybe anywhere from a $60 to $100 premium to go up to AGM. Now it makes financial sense to move over.
And they last longer? No?
And they will last longer because I don't need to rely on you to look after your batteries.
The best strategy to get these swapped out, do I have to do any modifications to my charge controller? And if I have solar, is there stuff that needs to be changed there as well? Or can I just come, get them, pop them in?
Pretty straightforward. AGM charge characteristics are very similar to flooded, and most of the time our converters today are actually going to sense an AGM versus a flooded. So yes, you're picking them up, you're putting them in. If you have a more advanced charge system, like on a Magnum inverter, yes, you do have to change the settings to AGM, but that's only on the big power systems.
So it's no mechanical, it's just a little bit of a software thing. You make sure that it's programmed right.
A couple buttons to push.
Because I don't want more holes in my RV, to be honest with you. That's the stuff we get. So speaking about holes.
You bet.
Usually with the lead acids, with the flooded batteries, they have to be vented. So with the AGMs, do I have some other options here? Can I put them in different places? Can I install them a little different so I can use some spaces?
And that is actually this year probably the #1 reason why we're selling AGMs to people. Other than they're easy to look after, battery theft is huge. Battery theft is horrible right now in Alberta.
Especially after winter.
Especially after winter. And the truth of the matter is, yes, you are correct. These need to be vented outside. AGMs don't. So a lot of people are now moving the batteries from the front of their trailer into their trailer, so they're out of sight, out of mind. And we aren't worried about these venting and putting any gas into your kids. They are totally safe at that point to put inside the RV.
Still have upright, or can I turn it on its side?
Another beauty, we can change it. We can lay them on their side. We can put them on end. Because they're sealed, it's not a concern. It gives us more options on where to place your batteries.
You know what I like about that? I can put more batteries in. More batteries, more power.